Hey, boys and girls. I'm just gonna set something up. Do that. I'm gonna share it out. Just go live for a bit. I haven't been live in, oh God, must be a week or so. So I thought I'd go live. Give me a sec. I will just try and share out my own stream when I can find it. YouTube's always messing, so I can't find my own stream half the time. I have to go to my page. But I thought I'd go live for a bit. I've just dropped my son off and I ain't got to pick him up till tomorrow morning. So I thought I would just go live for a bit. I'm just going to share this out. Hang on. I have to excuse me. I think I'm getting a cold. Everything's a bit sniffly. I think I've shared that out. Perfect. So, yeah. Should have got a tissue. I got any in here? No. Never mind. We shall have to cope, or I'll have to go get some. So, yeah. Hey, everyone. Just thought I'd go live for a bit. I was kind of bored. I've just dropped my son off. I didn't really have much else to do this evening, if I'm really honest. But I thought I would come stream for a bit because YouTube be crazy right now. Then again, when isn't YouTube crazy? This platform has been through the ringer. If anything's taking a beating on YouTube, it's YouTube itself. I did pick up some sweeties as well. I have gone to get some substance. Because apparently Raven's not sweet enough. So I've gone to pick up some jelly baubles. Picked up some of them. I got 2 bags of them. They were 50p each. And then I've got some Haribo peaches. I've got some Haribo Ocean Mix. They are new. Never had them before. And I've got some of these, which are Haribo frogs, which I'd never seen before either, apparently. Don't know what language they're in, but they're not in English. But Haribo frogs. So I got some sweeties because Raven was hungry, and I do love a jelly sweet. I don't know about you, but I do like some jellies. I don't know who'll be around today. Probably nobody. YouTube's been a bit, I wouldn't say quiet recently. I mean, there's a lot of drama on YouTube, but I meant quiet as like a, I don't know, I guess you could call it as a, my platform's been quiet. I haven't really, see look, jelly sweet. I haven't really been on. I've been posting stuff. 31-day negativity challenge. I've been doing my vloguary, which I haven't filmed today yet, but I will do. It'll probably be about sweets because that's all I've done today. And then I'm doing bin diving on my Thrifted with Raven channel. So if you like bin diving, that will certainly be up your alley. Raven's taken to bin diving to make a profit. So yeah, I haven't done much else. Today's been really quiet again, which, do you know what? I don't mind a quiet day. I've had quite a busy Christmas, a quite busy New Year. And the good thing about the first kind of week or two of January is everything's usually quiet. at least for the first part of January. And then things start to get interesting as the year goes on. But YouTube itself is like a war zone right now. It just is. Everyone's in it for themselves. And you know what? You can't fault someone for hustling, but sometimes this platform will eat you alive. Like, literally eat you alive. You know, people have good days and bad days. And I think at the minute, YouTube's on a slant of just terrible days. Like, I don't know what's in the water, but 2025, YouTube has been... It's been crazy out here. Each day, there's some new crazy thing going on. And, I don't know. You would expect that in 2025, things like YouTube drama would be a thing of the past. Like, we'd have, I don't know, somehow all grown up and matured. Apparently not. YouTube is still, in my eyes, a kid's playground. And people are always trying to outdo each other and be the big kid in the playground and, you know, stealing other people's dinner monies and trying to be the ringleader of YouTube. I don't think it works for people sometimes. I think YouTube, as much as I like YouTube, it can also be a cancer, because once something happens on YouTube, it's like wildfire, just like cancer. It just spreads, and it doesn't just go in one community or one person's chat. It filters right the way across. So drama in one part of YouTube somehow can be in 3 different places at once. But YouTube, no matter how much it tries, and it will, drama will always be on YouTube. It's just what form the drama comes in. Whether it's drama on a live stream, drama in someone's chat, drama in a community post. Drama comes in many forms. It could be as little as saying something in someone's chat. It could be taken out of context. It could literally be something really small to something really big. Or something really small can be blown out of proportion. And YouTube just loses its proverbial shit. Hey, Soulless! Look, I've literally just looking at your comment, look. Look, I was literally just looking at your comment you made, look. I was literally going to read it. Hi. Excuse me, I'm eating. I got hungry. How are you? I saw you the other night on someone's panel. I can't remember who. Yeah, I missed you. I missed my little Soulless. Where have you been? Have you been living in your basement still? I did see that you'd like, well, you look like half man, half Yeti. But I can't remember who did I see you on the other night? You were in someone's channel the other night. It was, were you in Trashed Pictures panel? Was it Trashed Pictures? You were on someone's panel. You were talking about movies. I can't remember who. I think it was him. I've watched quite a few of his recently. What did you say? Great video, Raven. Yeah, libraries had to add a bunch of things to stay relevant, I guess. My library has a teen and kids zone, but also has a quiet zone and a little private you could reserve for a bit if you wanted to work privately. Stay frosty. Oh, okay. Yeah, my library's like a fucking crash. I can't get 5 minutes peace. But I'm glad to see it isn't just my library that's a shit zone. Oh, I missed you. I missed having you here. I missed you, Soulless. It's been a while. Yeah, I was at the game for a bit, but back now and trying to get around to people I haven't been to in a while. I did miss you. I did wonder where you'd gone. I did check out your channel a few times and I did notice you hadn't loaded anything. Hopefully you're all right. I missed you dearly. I had been going to Trashed Pictures, and I can't remember the woman that does the movie reviews and that. I'm sorry, I forget her channel name. But I went to hers as well and didn't see you in there. And then I went to your own channel and I saw that you'd like loaded a couple of videos but hadn't really loaded anything. And I was kind of worried about you. I was actually going to message you on Twitter. Because I've got your Twitter account. I was going to message you on there and see how you were. Because I actually care. I know, the Raven gives a shit about people. Fancy that. Oh, it's hard for me to balance things, but like a boomerang, I always come back. Ah, I missed you, Trenchy. I did. I missed you. Like I said, I went round to Trashed Pictures, and I went round to, I can't remember her name, the girl that does the movie reviews. I do know her name, I promise you. I can't remember her name. She does the movie reviews, doesn't she, with the other guy, and I didn't see you in there. Aw, you care too. Aw. Aw, you're so sweet, Trenchy. You're such a sweetie. How have you been? Me, I'm doing amazing. I am still single. I've been single for 4 years now. Round of applause for the Raven. She's been single for 4 years. I had been on a few dates recently, but hadn't got anywhere. Apparently, the Raven is undateable. Who knew? Yeah, it was probably Trashed Pictures show me and Marty are very good friends. Yeah, I did see you over there. You were up and down, but I'm here. Oh, Trenchy. You know you can always message me, Trenchy. You have my Twitter. You can always message me, sweetie. Don't feel you have to be alone, because that's the one thing I found the last year. I had a mental breakdown last December, and I ended up having to see a counsellor, and I ended up in a very bad way. My life took a very big nosedive. But I don't see a counsellor. I'm not completely fixed, not by any stretch of the imagination. I have depression, anxiety, and PTSD. Yep, buy one, get two free. But I'm trying. I really am trying to better myself somehow. It's slow. Don't get me wrong. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither was the Raven. She's got some issues, not gonna lie. But I have tried to get back out there, and I have tried to start dating again after being quite damaged by my ex. But I have been single for 4 years now, and I don't want to be single forever. I just don't. I want to find somebody. So I had to get myself somewhat fixed first. And now I feel the Raven is ready to go out there and get back into the world. You know, I'd love to find somebody. So, but I had to sort myself out first before I could go there. Because it isn't fair on somebody to take all that baggage with me. Glad you're doing better. We all could do is take one step at a time. Oh, you're such a sweetie. If I lived in America, you would be the first person I came to see. If I came to America, I'd kill to meet with you, Trench. I think you're sweet. You're so sweet and kind, and you just know exactly what to say to somebody. I've always liked you. I always thought you were a sweetie. Oh, you could do that, and I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm here for anybody. Anybody needs a listening ear. The Raven has always been here and been around, and Raven doesn't necessarily want to be alone, but I don't necessarily want to rush into anything either. Because I don't know. It's hard. It's hard, you know. Um, I do have a really cool top on though. I do have my Nightmare Before Christmas on. I am still going in for Halloween. Oh, you don't know about, but thanks. Oh, you know, I think you're a sweetie. You're always nice. You're always helpful. You're always kind. You're always listening ear. You always got good advice for people. I've seen you give out advice numerous times, and it's hard to find people like you on YouTube that are genuine people. You know, there's no bullshit with you. There's no drama. You're just a normal YouTuber. You know, and you have such a nice little community with Trash Picture Show and um the other guy who I can't remember. The whole movie community is really nice over there. They just seem nice, genuine people. It's such a sweet little community. Compared to the drama that my YouTube usually fits in, sometimes it's nice just to go to Trashed Pictures and just have a bit of normality when it comes to YouTube. It doesn't always have to be drama, but that's generally how YouTube goes. Unfortunately, that's just the cycle of YouTube. I get sucked into drama, but I don't go out picking fights, or I don't try to. No, I think the thing is with YouTube, drama just filters out into YouTube. And as good as you want a community to be, there'll always be somebody out there that wants to start something. There just is. I mean, half the drama that's ever been on my channel wasn't instigated by me, but because I have such a caring nature and shit, and I stand up for myself and I stand up for people, that's just how it happens. Shit ends up coming to my channel, which, you know, I will defend my friends until the end of the earth. I don't care. You know, I've lost subscribers, I've lost money, but at the end of the day, I care about people. So oh, there's a bit of drama going on, but I guess it's more contained. Well, YouTube, unfortunately, is just full of drama. No matter where you go, and I hate to say this, but every community at some point will have drama, whether it lasts 24 minutes, 24 hours, or 24 days. YouTube will always find a way to have drama because, unfortunately, you have so many different people on YouTube, different colors, races, background, jobs, whatever. No one's going to get on with everybody. And people are going to butt heads. There are going to be differences of opinions. That's YouTube as a whole. No one can like everybody. Unfortunately, that's just YouTube in a nutshell. You can't like everybody. You can't all, you know, be one big happy family all the time. It just doesn't work like that. But, you know, it does take a bigger person, you know, like me and you, like when we have drama, we just, i.e., don't want to get involved, or I have before just taken time off YouTube, you know. Drama will happen, but I guess it's how much you want to entertain it. It doesn't have to be your entire YouTube channel. It doesn't have to be every single day, but you know, some people, you know, just see drama as money making, and you know, it's really hard because YouTube has so many personalities. Like, I've met so many different characters over YouTube, some genuine, some fake, you know, and you have to weed out the non genuine people from the fake people. Um, but because we're all behind an avatar, unless you go live, it's hard to tell a real person and how genuine they are from just typing in the chat, unless they're on your panel or you talk to them outside of YouTube and everything. It's hard to tell who's real and who's fake. Yeah, I address things when I have to, but I try not to let it consume me. It got bad for a bit, but it's better now. Oh, who would want to start some drama with Trenchy? Trenchy's nothing but a sweetie. He's never been nothing but nice to me. Nothing but nice. He's genuine, he's honest. He's just a sweetie who loves movies. That's all you are. You're just a guy that likes to hang out, chill, and watch a good movie. I've watched a few movies recently. I watched Long Legs. I watched Platform 2. What else did I watch? I think they're the two recent. Oh, I watched Joker Filet de Deux. Haven't watched any real horror movies recently, I must admit. Yeah, I think that's about it. I watched Platform 2. I watched the Joker's new movie, Filet de Deux, whatever it is. And then I watched Long Legs. But I haven't really seen any horror ones. Not recently. You haven't seen any of those yet? Oh. Yeah, the Joker one is where it's a musical. Honestly, I would probably give it probably 3 out of 5. Long Legs, wasn't a big fan of it. Probably 2.5 out of 5, 2.5 out of 5. And Platform 2, ooh, maybe a 3. They were all kind of average films, all kind of average. Nothing really stood out, if I'm really honest. Nothing stood out. I don't know what I plan to watch next. I don't know. I'm hoping for some good horror slashers at Valentine's. Like some good horror Valentine's movies. I know there's a shit ton of remakes out this year and sequels. I just don't know. A lot of sequels this year. Things like The Conjuring, Final Destinations, and shit like that. And they're just a bit naff, if I'm honest. I think they're naff. I don't know about anybody else. Kind of getting bored of sequels now. Ugh. But there's no Friday the 13th. There's no Halloween this year. Not yet, anyway. There's no Nightmare on Elm Street. There's none of the classics yet. So, but the year young, it is only January. Yeah, I heard mixed things about Joker too. I mean, Joker, the first one, was epic. 5 stars, best movie of that year. Joker 2 could have been great, but I think they failed quite badly. It's more of an art piece than a movie. It's more artistic and it's more like an indie film. Very creative, very artsy. Kind of falls short in a lot of places. You'll see what I mean when you watch it, that had so much potential to be good. And I am a big Joker fan, as you well know. But even for me, it kind of fell flat. Which is sucky because I waited so long for it and it was so hyped. And then when they said, was it a musical? I was like, ooh, okay. Take it in its stride. And now I've watched it. I'm like, but in fairness, I am going to rewatch it to give it a second view. And then I will know for sure. Because I don't like watching a movie just once. I think sometimes watching a movie the first time, my expectations were so high for it that I wanted it to be good. Like, I wanted it to be good, and it wasn't. And I think if I watched it a second time, going into it now, fresh eyes, I might feel a bit different. But we'll see. I like sequels, but some of these franchises just milk it to death. Yeah, I think one of the franchises that is milking it is The Conjuring. their film this year, The Conjuring: The Last Rites, where they say it's going to be their last one. And Final Destination 5 or Final Destination 6, whichever it is, that's meant to be coming out. I Know What You Did Last Summer, or I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, whatever that one's coming out. Scream's got a new one. What else is coming out? Black Phone 2 is coming out. Saw 11 is coming out. Saw's been milked to death. I mean, as much as I love the Saw franchise, and don't get me wrong, I love it, I think they should stop with the Saw films, if I'm really honest. Megan 2's coming out. I think it's either this year or next year. I didn't like the first one, if I'm really honest. I thought it was a bit meh. Bit cheesy, bit meh. I like Joker 1. Okay, we'll give the second one a chance. Yeah, try to go into it without having watched any spoilers. Don't watch any spoilers. Don't watch any backstory. Don't watch any reviews. Go into it blind. That way you have more of an open mind. Because when I watched it, I'd heard that it was good and bad. I'd read a couple of reviews that said it was a bit lame. Other people said it was good. And I should have gone into it without hearing stuff. I'd have gone into it much blinded without people's influence. I think sometimes watching a movie, once you've heard other people's opinions, gives you blinkers to what you think of the movie when watching it. I think you're I think you go into it with a feeling it's going to be bad before you've even watched it, just because of somebody else. So you're already negative before you've even watched it. So I think sometimes watching it can help if you haven't heard about it. I'll give them all a chance eventually, but I usually watch just older stuff at the point. I only saw 2 movies from 2024, but I don't really watch movies the year they come out anymore. It's rare. It's quite expensive as well. I mean, I watch mine on an illegal website. Dare I say that? I don't actually pay for mine because going to the cinema is really expensive, and even pay-per-view sort of streaming services are not cheap anymore. So I do watch mine on a legal website, I must admit. A little bit dodgy. But I've already heard things already, but I'll be fair. Yeah, I think the thing is nowadays that trailers show so much of a movie, they kind of spoil it before you watch it. So sometimes if you know a movie's coming out, don't listen to any reviews. Don't even watch a trailer for a movie, because nowadays they just spoil it. Because a trailer usually just has all the decent movie parts in it. And honestly, half the time you don't even need to watch the movie to get the story anymore. They literally just promote every single good part of the movie. And then when you watch it, you're kind of like, oh, is that it? But I sell the opening scene sometimes. Yeah. I mean, I don't have many streaming services. I must admit, it's really expensive out there. If I really wanted to watch, all of the movies I wanted to watch, it would cost me a bomb. But yeah, I don't know what I want to watch this year. There are some movies coming out. I just don't know. I mean, Saw 11 does interest me, but it looks like it's going to be put back to 2026. If I'm honest, it was only in pre-production recently, and I don't think they're going to have it out by October, which is the plan. There isn't an official release date for it yet, per se. I mean, because I thought it was coming out last year, and then it got pushed back, and that's apparently October this year. But it's only in pre-production. I think if they bring it out now, it'll just be too rushed. I would rather wait till next year and have it fully fledged out. You've been watching wrestling lately, going to be doing some vids on that. Oh, yeah, because what was it? Wrestling's come to Netflix, hasn't it? Was it last Monday was the first? Oh, my nose itches. Wasn't last Monday the first time that Netflix did wrestling? Didn't they have wrestling on there or something? I'm sure I saw an advert for that. They push stuff back and back for the better most times. Yeah. If they're pushing a film back, I would rather they pushed it back. Because then, for me personally, if they're pushing a film back, they're actually putting more time and effort into it, which is fine by me. They can take as long as they want, because then if it's a fully fledged movie, it will be better. Yeah, I don't have Netflix, but WWE is on there. At least Raw is. Yeah, I did see Netflix were doing wrestling now. Willie's Movies and Music. I'm looking forward to Wolfman coming out. Yeah, apparently that's gonna be I can't remember, that comes out soon, doesn't it? Isn't that due out soon, Wolf? It might actually be out. I did see a trailer for Wolfman and it actually looks pretty good. I don't know the actual release date for Wolfman, but I did see the trailer, and I must admit, I'm not a big fan of wolf movies. I'm not a big fan of wolf movies. I must admit, I am more a Dracula fan, and I cannot wait for Frankenstein to come out this year. And also Bride, which is also to do with Frankenstein this year. We've got 2 Frankenstein movies. Technically, you've got Frankenstein, and then you've got Bride. Now, Bride, I don't think is coming out till 2026. But that's going to be carrying on from when Frankenstein was supposedly killed. Then another doctor decides to make another Frankenstein, if you want to call it, making the Bride. But there's a possibility Frankenstein wasn't even dead. So that's going to be interesting. And it's called Bride. It's either coming out late this year or early next year. And then Frankenstein is due out sometime this year as well. In cinemas the 17th. Where are you from, Wilkie's Movies? And where are you from, Wilkie? Are you in America or are you in the UK? I saw a trailer for the director talking and it irritated me. Oh, okay. I did see the trailer for Wolfman. I don't think it looks too bad. I'm not really into werewolf movies. I really aren't. But apparently the werewolf is going to be less CGI in this one. Apparently it's going to be more actual thing. Are you in the US? Oh, okay. Almost in Middletown. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, Wolfman comes out, I think it's next week here. January the 17th. So we got a bit of time. I've heard good things about Wolfman. It's not really my type of thing. I am for more like Dracula, Frankenstein. I never really gravitated towards werewolves, but each to their own. It's still a good thing to have another horror movie coming out, or a horror thriller, or trying to think the last werewolf movie I watched. I don't know. I honestly can't remember. What with a wolf in it? No, I don't think I've watched a wolf movie in a while. I mean, they're out there, don't get me wrong. There are plenty of werewolf movies and wolf movies that you can watch. I personally just haven't found many that I like. I know Trenchy's probably into werewolves. Yeah, I love werewolves. See? I'll give it a chance, but I would have made it its own thing and not the Wolfman. Plus, the director did not help his case at all. Oh. I mean, I saw the trailer for it, and I don't know. I'm in two minds. I'm in two minds of it. Hang on. I don't know. The fact that the wolf isn't going to be CGI, I kind of like that. That they're trying to be a bit more. I don't know what you would call. Hey, Owlon Studio. Oh, you retracted yours as well. Okay, but that's I know you like werewolf movies. I think the last for me was when 4K released Dog Soldiers. Ah. I mean, there's some good movies coming out this year. Like I said, I'm really more into I have to say I am more into things, like Saw, Frankenstein. I do have a particular like genre, um, if I'm really honest. But there are tons of movies coming out this year, which for me is a good thing. There's still movies coming out, whether I like them or not is irrelevant, I guess. Oh, you've also got 28 Years Later that's coming out. That should be interesting because it's been, oh God, it seems like a millennia since the fucking first one came out. There's a whole list of movies that's coming out. Obviously, Superman is coming out. I'm not really into Superman. That's apparently out this year. Happy Gilmore 2 supposedly coming out. Jurassic World Rebirth. Flight Risk, Captain America Brave New World. Wicked has already come out. 28 Years Later is due out. The new Snow White adaptation coming. Why the fuck they got to mess with it, I don't know. You got the How to Train Your Dragon movie. Apparently there's going to be a new Fantastic Four movie. Not interested. Then there's Wolfman coming out. There's a movie called Thunderbolts. A group of supervillains are recruited on a mission. Sounds boring. Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning. This is going to be the last movie for Tom Cruise in the Mission Impossible. Another one that's like been drawn out. You've got Den of Thieves. You've got Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare. That actually sounds quite interesting. New Lilo and Stitch movie. The new Frankenstein, which is what I can't wait to watch. Minecraft movie looks fucking horrendous. There's the new Michael film, which is going to show Michael's career, which actually kind of interests me. You've got one called Ballerina, which is to do with a trained assassin. You've got Karate Kid Legends that's coming out. You've got Avatar Fire and Ash, the sequel to Avatar The Way of Water. Didn't watch that, didn't interest me. You got Bridget Jones is Mad About the Boy. Doesn't interest me. What else we got? You got a film called Companion, which is to do with a billionaire's death, set off a chain of events. Hey, Easton. What else do we got? You got a film called The Monkey coming out. I Know What You Did Last Summer. You got Tron Ares. That's coming out. Doesn't look interesting to me. You got Mortal Kombat 2. Final Destination Bloodlines. Return to Silent fucking Hill. Absolutely. Yes. Hopefully that's due out this year. Although I have heard rumors that it's going to be 2026. And you know how much I love Silent Hill. I am desperate to see Return to Silent Hill. But I have a feeling that it's already been pushed back once. It was meant to have been last year. Now it's this year. I have a feeling in my waters it's going to be 2026. And I love Silent Hill. The music, the aesthetics, the story. I have a thing for Silent Hill. You've got Star Trek Section 31, which is coming out. What else we got that's interesting? What else? We've got some more. Zootopia 2. You got The Conjuring Last Rites. What else have we got that's interesting? You've got The Bride, which is what I said about Frankenstein. You got Novocaine coming out. Now You See Me 3. Haven't watched the other two. Oh, Predator Badlands. That should be interesting because that is from Predator's point of view. So this is a Predator film from his point of view. Abigail's is the only modern movie I've liked. Do you know I haven't watched Abigail? Mainly because they put most of what happens in that movie in the trailer and they spoilt it by showing her true nature in the trailer. I think they should have left that out and been like a bit of a surprise, but it's the way they sell movies now. They give you all the good shit, and when you see the movie, there's nothing to watch. Then you've got the Popeye movie, The Slayer Man, which is coming out. What else we got? Five Nights at Freddy's 2, that's due to come out. You got what else we got? You got Until Dawn, another little slasher film. You got Bambi, The Reckoning. Some weird shitty movies. The Passion of the Christ Resurrection. That should be good. This is the sequel to Passion of the Christ from 2004. This is going to be the sequel, The Passion of the Christ Resurrection. This should be interesting to watch. I got to see the rest of the Predator movies. I cannot believe you're behind on that. Yeah, horror Popeye is a thing. Yeah, so is Mickey, isn't it? Mickey Mouse horror. Have you seen the Mickey Mouse film where Mickey Mouse is evil? You got Black Phone 2. Heart Eyes should be a good. That's for 2026. And Heart Eyes is going to be a Valentine's slasher movie, which is out February 2026. That's going to be a Valentine's murder movie, which, you know me, I love killing people. Downton Abbey 3, Snow White and the Evil Queen, Zombies 4, Megan 2.0. Anyone seen Megan? Abigail is a fun one, but agree they shoot too much in the commercials. Yeah, sometimes less is more. Megan is coming out. No, there's two of those, haha. And there's Poohverse. Yeah, there's the Pooh movies as well. They are hilarious. I've actually seen a trailer for one of them. And you've got Saw 11 due out. But honestly, I think that's 2026. You got The Anaconda, another snake movie, because we don't have enough snake movies. What else you got? The Smurfs movie. Do we need another Smurf movie? What else do we got? Becoming Led Zeppelin. That's going to have a documentary film. Verona's Romeo and Juliet is coming out. The SpongeBob movie, Search for Blank. Return of the Living Dead. So that'll be Halloween, I think. Screamboat. A late night boat ride turns into disaster. Sounds a bit shit. Dirty Dancing 2. The Strangers Chapter 2. That should be quite interesting. It's about a couple on their honeymoon. Of course, their vehicle breaks down and they take refuge in a remote Airbnb that just turns out to be full of masked fucking weirdos. You know how it goes. Kiss of the Spider Woman. Pinocchio Unstrung. You got a Pinocchio evil movie. This should be kind of fun. A dark reimagining of Pinocchio. I think that is it Gallia de Toro, isn't it? Isn't that the one he's doing? Is it Guillermo del Toro doing that? I know some weird person's doing it. Who was it that's doing it? I can't remember. Someone's doing a weird film out this year. He's got one film coming out this year. I can't think what it is. Let me see what else is coming out. There's quite a lot of films coming out this year, but some of them are just, I mean, hit and miss, if I'm honest. You got Into the Deep, another shark film. The Legend of Ochi sounds good. I don't know if you've watched this. This is where a girl finds this creature in a remote village, and it looks really cool. It's called The Legend of Ochi. And she embarks on an adventure. It actually looks kind of cool. It's one of those kind of feel-good movies. You got The Lost Battleship, Dracula, A Love Tale. That should be interesting, but it's going to be more like 2026. After his wife dies, a 15th century prince renounces God and becomes a vampire. Because what else do you do when your wife dies? Centuries later, in the 17th century London, he sees a woman resembling his late wife's and pursues her, sealing his own fate. That actually looks quite cool. I love a Dracula film. Yeah, Ochi's a really good one. It's about a tiny little creature that they want to kill and murder, and this little girl kidnaps one, and they go on an adventure, and it's such a cute little animal. If you look it up. What else do we got? You got Aliens War Judgment Day. You got another Alien movie coming out. You've got so many movies this year. Oh, you've got Thread, an Insidious Tale, which is a spin-off. You've got The Ritual, which is about two priests, one questioning faith and the other one reckoning with troubled pasts. That actually sounded quite fun. I Love Something. Then apparently Halloween Aftermath predicted for 2025 but could be pushed back to 2026. This is meant to be what they say the last Halloween, but I mean, come on. Whatever. You got Sister Act 3. Don't know if Whoopi's gonna reprise her role. You got The Death of Snow White. This is a reimagining of Snow White. You've got Bunny Man. Anyone heard of Bunny Man? You've also got a film coming out in 2026 called Dust Bunny. You've ever heard of Dust Bunny? Dust Bunny is about a creature that lives under a child's bed. And it's called Dust Bunny, and it's going to be a horror for 2026. I heard a thing about that the other day. What else have we got? You got The Watchers coming out. You got The Wicker, Sirens of the Deep. You got quite a lot of films, but nothing's like, apart from like Frankenstein, there's nothing really like grabbing me. Like, there's a lot of like B-rate movies. Mickey's Sleigh House. Teen trespasses on deserted Mickey's Playhouse amusement park, and basically he murders them. So we've got like a theme park Mickey slasher movie coming. Unfortunately, poor Mickey couldn't keep his copyright. It ran out. You've got Plankton, the movie. Obviously, they've done a SpongeBob movie. They're now going to do a Plankton movie. That's due out end of 2025, early 2026. You got The Wizard of the Emerald City. This is obviously to go with Wicked and all of that that's come out. Halloween will never stop. Yeah, Halloween's never going to stop, is it? Not unless some of the cast die. What else have we got? There's over 200 movies out this year so far, or predicted movie. You got Miracle on 74th Street. Kraken should be quite good. There's a marine biologist researches a fish farm and a teenager dies, and a multi-tentacled creature lurks in the deep. So Kraken should be good, but that is more predicted for 2025, end of 20 or beginning of 2026. So there are some good movies out. They're just, you've got a new Spider-Man as well coming. Mickey versus Minnie. A century after two convicts are swallowed by a cursed virus, a group of ex-reformed school survivalists reunite at their camp of hell. This is apparently a twisted movie. Apparently you've got the Twits coming out. This is basically on the Twits book. You've got A Figgy Christmas is where Santa crashes and lands somewhere and then they have to help Santa. That's coming out at 2025. It's going to be a new Christmas movie called Figgly Christmas. You've got Bunker, which is where some 6 people are going to be stuck in a bunker and slowly they die. So you've got some interesting movies. Just nothing really sticks out for me apart from The Love Tale of Dracula, Frankenstein, and Bride. But yeah, there's over 200 movies this year alone. So if you're stuck for something to watch, I mean, I don't think you're going to be like stuck for anything to watch because there is so much out there. Plus, you've got all the streaming services that have their own. Disney are doing a lot of darker stuff. Shudder have their own series going on. You've got The Calendar Killer. That actually sounded quite good. So The Calendar Killer is quite interesting as well. What else have we got? I don't think there's many more that interest me. There's a lot of indie films coming out and a lot of B-rate movies coming out that most of them will go straight to DVD, then to the cinema. Because you have to do quite well to get in the cinema now. You've got to have like, oh, here you go. Friday the 13th, Blood Loss. Yeah, there you go. I knew they'd get one in there somewhere. It was just right down on the list. Of course it was. It wouldn't be Halloween if we didn't have Friday the 13th or Halloween or a Saw movie. God forbid. Then we've got Mickey Mouse Trap, another cat and mouse film. What else have we got? Sorry, my phone's getting hot. I think that's most of the ones that really interest me, but there's a lot coming out. You got to look out for those indie films. There's some bangers there. Yeah, I mean there's quite a few on here. Then you've got The Strangers Chapter 3. There's quite a few indie films coming out. Way too many to mention. They're all like B-rate indie movies. What else have we got? But yeah, you've got must be 500 films due out this year. Like, it could take me. You've got Anaconda's Silent Scream, which is going to be another snake film. Christmas Karma, which is a tale on Charles Dickens' Christmas Carol. That's coming out for Christmas 2025. So you've got Dante's Inferno coming out as well, a remake of Dante's Inferno, if you remember that. P Diddy, The Making of a Bad Boy. What if you go to that movie, you get like a free keg of baby oil? See, you've got like, I mean, I've personally looked at 400 films. There's 400 so far, and there's more. I mean, there's plenty out there that you can watch this year. Plenty out there. They're not all for me, I must admit. Quite a few of these just don't interest me. I'm not really a big indie fan. Um, if I'm really honest. Who sent me a thing? But there's plenty to look forward to. I personally want to see Frankenstein. Frankenstein's going to be the one that I'm looking forward to when it comes out. I'm actually probably going to go see that in cinema. Cat. Sorry, someone sent me a picture. They're watching me with the cat. I like the cat. The cat's cool. Yeah, I'll get it when I do have a big list. Yeah, I've got a list of stuff I'd like to see. It's just finding the time to go see it, I guess. Life's quite busy nowadays. I'm spending a lot of time going to and from the hospital with my son. So I haven't been able to watch maybe as much as I'd like. Had a rough end of year so far. So I've spent most of November and December. Shit, my laptop's gonna die. Hang on. Laptop's gonna die. I spent most of November and December going to and from the hospital. So I had to spend money on other things. I didn't really have. There we go. I should have fixed it. I didn't really have money to go to the cinema. But damn, sorry, is he okay? You don't have to say if you don't want to. He's got a heart condition. It turns out my son's got a heart condition, so we've been going to and from the hospital, and he was taken very poorly before Christmas. He actually collapsed twice. And he got really ill, and they've now said that he's got a heart condition. So, and he's only 16, so luckily they've caught it early, and we've got an appointment in a couple of weeks to go back up the hospital. So yeah, it's been quite hard. It's been quite hard. But yeah, it's been quite bad. So, but you know, he's seeing doctors and stuff. You got to be careful out there. Yeah, he's got a heart arrhythmia, and he's suffering from sinus bradycardia and sinus arrhythmia and a sinus rhythm. So he had a lot going on, and we did spend quite a lot of the time up the hospital. We ended up going, I think it was 6 times to the hospital in like 3 weeks. We were backwards and forwards for running tests, and he had to have a 48-hour ECG. And he's having to be chaperoned at the minute and watched all the time in case he collapses. And then we have an appointment on the 20th to go back up to the hospital to see a heart doctor. So he's being looked after. He's well looked after. And the best thing about it is it's a heart condition, but he's only 16. Which is good. He's only 16. So the best thing is they've caught it early, so they can keep an eye on him and stuff like that. If you ever need someone to listen to, you know where to find me. I'm not on Twitter a lot, but still on there. I may not reply right away, but I will reply. Thank you so much, Trenchy. You're such a sweetie. Yeah. I mean, the good thing is they called it early. With the fact that he is only 16, there is things they can do and he can be looked after. So I just haven't had like time to do like things that I wanted to do. And obviously my son comes first. So I've had to watch a lot of movies from home. I would have preferred to have watched Joker in the cinema for like the surround sound because obviously it was a musical. It's a bit different than watching it on my laptop. But you know, the best thing is he's been looked after. We've got the appointments at the hospital, so we are all good. No need to worry about the Raven. She knows how to handle this. Or at least I've been trying. I don't know if I've been handling it well. It's been a lot to take, and obviously with Christmas and everything, it's been quite hard. But yeah, I just thought I would go live for a bit and just hang out and just I was just kind of a bit bored and I got my snacks for later. I'm gonna chug out on my snacks later. I know I should be eating something a bit more wholesome than snacks, but that's all I felt like recently. Just picky food. My God, there's 3 cats watching me. My God, where's the third one? I only see 2 cats. That one. Where's the third? Is there a third? Am I missing a third? I only see 2. I only see 2 cats. Where's the third in the picture? All 3 are watching me. Ah, Guinevere, I see you're watching me. Hi, Guinevere. I'm appearing on the telly. Well, yeah, that's the best way to watch the Raven. Widescreen. Get rid of all the wrinkles. You got to watch me on the TV so my skin is soft. How come I only see 2 cats? Where's the third? Am I playing Hunt the Cat in this picture? I can only see 2 kitties. Where's the third? Ah! I see it. I see the third cat. There's 3 kitties watching me, look. So we've got 1 kitty there. There's another kitty there. And then there's a third kitty. I'm being watched by 3 pussies. 3 cats in one house. So, hey kitties. Hey Guinevere. Oh, what's the other cat's names? I can't remember the other cat's names. You got Guinevere. What are the other cats? Let me know what the other cat's names is so I can shout out all 3. How cute. I don't think I've ever been watched by so many cats. Oh, Guinevere. King Arthur is the white one. Guinevere. And it's such cool names. Oh, and St. Mary. That's it. We've got Guinevere, King Arthur, which is the white one. The black and white one that's watching me is Guinevere. And St. Mary is the one on the chair. She's the fluffy one. Oh, how cool. St. Mary. I guess that's named after a church, right? Is that named after a church, St. Mary? And then you've got King Arthur, and then you've got Guinevere. So that's kind of cool. I'm going to guess St. Mary is a church. Or named after a church, I'm going to guess. Maybe not. It might be named after something really important, and I'm just stupid, but there's quite a few churches named St. Mary. And obviously King Arthur, Knights of the Round Table. And then you've got Glad I came across your channel. Have a good one and catch you next time. Oh, thank you, Wilkies. Consider liking and subscribing and giving a big thumbs up. I also do have a second channel called Thrifting with Raven if you want to check out my second channel. I do have a second channel to do with dumpster diving and bin diving. It's called Thrifting with Raven. I do highly implore you to subscribe to my second channel. I really should put a link in the chat so you can go join it. King Arthur and Guinevere are Glastonbury related. That's what I thought. And then St. Mary Leeline. Oh, okay. Let me put my second channel in the chat. Oh, you've just subbed. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, stay frosty, Wilkie. I do have a second channel. I'm going to have to put a link in the chat. Because you should really join my second channel as well. Hang on. Let me see if I can get a link to it. I don't even think Trenchy's subscribed to my second channel. Let me see if I can get my second channel up. Share. Copy link. Copy link, and then you can go to my second channel, Trenchy, because you should subscribe there as well. Because I have 2 channels. Probably didn't know that. But I do. I have 2 channels. I'm greedy. I've had 2 channels for a while, but obviously you haven't been around. Yeah. Hang on. Yeah, I got a second channel. I've got a second channel where I bin dive and dumpster dive. So I have a second one that I've just started. So I am on the way to making a new channel. Because the Raven can't stop making stuff. Yeah, check out that. That's my second channel. Charity shops, yard sales, car boots, bin diving. Yes, the Raven isn't too posh to get in a bin. I bin dive as well at charity shops. So mystery bags, mystery boxes. I do all kinds of content on there. I've only been doing it a few months. But I want to get a second channel up and running and monetized. Because the Raven's just that desperate for fame. I'm not really. I just wanted a second channel for my dumpster diving. At the minute, it's mostly shorts, and I'm also doing vintage stuff, reselling stuff. I'm filming at car boots. We're going to do yard sales, car boots, and bin diving. So plenty to see on there. Has only been a couple of weeks, mind you, so I haven't put a lot of content on there, but I am planning to. I want to get a second channel up and running and monetized. So we are going to hopefully get that channel up and running. So if you haven't subscribed, go show some love to that channel as well. Oh my God, why is my phone playing up? Here we go. So I'm thinking about getting a GoPro and doing some car boots. Yes, film at car boots, film in charity shops. I'm going to start filming all over. I especially want to come to Arming Hall. Arming Hall car boot in Norwich, especially. I also want to do Eastern car boot as well. I want to go all over and do some car booting. And do some filming as well. I also want to come to Yarmouth, and I want to do some more mystery bags from the charity shops, and I want to go around the charity shops in Yarmouth. Hopefully before the end of January, I should be coming. Fingers crossed. I'm just waiting on some money to come in from a sale I did, so we are waiting on the money for that. That's in the pipeline, just not yet. But I am coming. Thought about going to Norwich tomorrow as a day trip. Yeah, go visit Norwich, see the charity shops, hang out. Norwich is a great little place. It's definitely got some history to it. And oh my God, come on. Is it taking so long? What is car booting? Sorry, American here. Oh, car boot. You know, car booting. Car boots, you know, where you go in a field, you park your car up and you sell the shit from the back of your car. We call it car booting or car boots. You take your car to a field, you put all your stuff on some tables and you sell it in the middle of a field. I don't know what they call it in America. Got it, yeah. Kind of like yard sailing, but you do it in the middle of a field with your car. We call it car booting or car boots. But then again, you don't call your boot of a car a boot. It's a trunk, isn't it? So for you, it would be trunk booting. I forget that I've got people in America, people in Australia, people in the UK. It's all different terms, isn't it? All different terminology, no matter where you go in the world, isn't it? So what are you going to do when you're in Norwich tomorrow? Car trunk. Think they call boots trunks in the US? I think so. Car trunking. Car trunking. Trunk booting. I don't know. It's hard. I got people all over. You have flea markets and stalls like that, but even in America, they call it different thing. Yeah, well, a flea market for you is technically would it be called a flea market in the UK? No, see, a flea market in the UK would technically be a jumble sale. I think we'd call it a jumble sale, a flea market. Because we have jumble sales, yard sales. I don't think we've ever called it a flea market. I think every place is different. But yeah, I think a flea market is technically a jumble sale here. And we have we have yard sales as well. Not a lot of people do yard sailing in the UK, if I'm really honest. We usually go to car boots. Might have a nice lunch in Norwich and look at some nice shops. Antique places in that big church. Antique places in the big church. Do you mean the cathedral? The antique place in the big church. Antique place. Ooh, what antique place is? Oh, knickknacks, etc. Oh, you gotta love some knickknacks. Knick-knack, paddywhacks, give a dog a bone. Very British, knickknacks. When you go to Yarmouth, visit Fritton Flea Market. It's brilliant. I've also vlogged it. I'll send you. Yeah, send me the link. Oh, I've never been to Fritton. Fritton Flea Market. That sounds fun. Can't remember the last time I went to a big market, if you don't count Arminghall, because I spent most of last year selling at Arminghall and I made a tidy profit at the car boots. Yeah, there's a big church converted. Oh, okay. Yeah, you'll have to send me a link to the flea market. I'd love to visit more and more car boots. The thing is, I don't drive, which kind of sucks sometimes. You know, a big flea market in Norwich. Yeah, there's a big church converted. Oh, is there? Ooh, had no idea. No idea. You'll have to send me some links or some addresses. The things that Raven misses out on. Yeah, like I said, the last big car boot I went to was Arminghall, and I spent most of the summer going there. The only thing is I don't own a car, so I was going with my sister most of the time. It's really hard to do car boots when you don't have a car. But I want to get out more and film more. I'd love to film more stuff and things like car boots, flea markets and all that go with my second channel, because I really want to get my second channel up and running. And my bin diving My bin diving's doing quite well, I must admit. I've got over 1,000 views already. But I'd like to reach a bigger audience, not just with the bin diving, but with car booting, charity shops. I want to buy more mystery bags from the charity shops, because what I buy from the mystery bags from the charity shops, I then sell to make more money. And then when I go to car boots, I'm selling stuff to make money. And then when I go to flea markets, I'm finding stuff to sell at car boots to sell on Vinted to make money. So everything I do has a knock-on effect. I don't just necessarily go out. I go out looking for stuff, or I go out selling stuff. So Mama's always making some money, whether it's filming for YouTube or finding stuff to sell for Vinted. So I am always working. I never take a day off. There was an episode of Lovejoy called Bin Diving. Yeah, I've been bin diving at a secret location, which I cannot divulge. But I've been bin diving for stuff. If you subscribe to Thrifting with Raven, the link is in the chat, and you subscribe there, you will see that I have been bin diving, and you will see everything I get from bin diving. So definitely check out my second channel if you haven't already. I expect all my followers to be subscribed to both my channels, because I'm that neurotic. I just want to share the love of charity shopping. But yeah, check out the second channel. I'll put the link is in the chat for anyone that hasn't already joined. Do join, because Raven appreciates everybody that comes to her channel. And I may only have 19 subscribers on there, but I have over 1,000 views already in such a short space of time. And I know this channel is bigger. I've got like over, I think it's 3.5k on here. But at the end of the day, it's not how many views and followers you have. It's just a number, really. But it does mean a lot to me when my followers, like, support all my content. I put the link in again. That's my second channel. So anyone that likes bin diving or charity shops or yard sales or car boots, I've already got 1,000 views on there, and that's just with 17 subscribers. So, or 19 apparently now. So I already have 1,000 views, and just for having 19 people over there and that many views is just really crazy. So the idea is to hopefully over this year is to get that monetized and to get enough watch hours. Oh, you subscribed when you first started the other channel. Oh, thank you. Yeah, the idea is to try and get monetized and do yard sales and car boots and stuff on there, and kind of split my content, where possible. And then obviously I'll do all my travel vlogs, and my travel vlogs will be on this channel. When I come to Yarmouth, when I go to Skegness, all my travel stuff, the hotel reviews, the hotel travel, the mystery bags from the hotel, most of the stuff I do when I go on holiday is on this channel, apart from the mystery bags, which I'm going to split between both. I respect the hustle. Well, Raven's got to make money. YouTube makes some money for me, and obviously I appreciate when someone can donate to the channel. If you can donate to the channel, it's always a super chat is most appreciated. It does help. But I can understand, not everyone can afford to donate or afford to help the channel. And I do have a young son to look after who has a heart condition. So I have bills and travel and stuff to pay for. So Raven's got to hustle to make money. I don't have much choice. I've got to be able to afford to get my boy to and from hospital. And I've got to afford to keep a roof over our heads because I don't work. I'm currently on long-term sick. So everything I do brings in money, whether it's car booting, yard sailing, going on holiday. Even going on holiday, I am filming videos for my YouTube channel to make money. I do live streams when I'm away on holiday to get donations. I will film a video to get money. I will book my hotel through booking.com because I'm a genius level 3 booker and I am guaranteed to get an upgrade because I get an upgrade no matter where I stay, supposedly. I'll book it in advance so I get it on the cheap. I'm hustling all the time. I'm hustling to save money and I'm hustling to make money because I have to look after me and my young son. While he can't work, while he's unwell, Raven has to hustle. It's just the way it is. Raven has to be there for her boy, and if that means working every hour God sends, then that's working you every hour God sends, day and night. So, I take each day as it comes, but Raven has to look at the big picture, and I don't just go on holiday to relax. I go on holiday to make money. Because I'll go to the charity shops and I'll pick up some mystery bags to film, and then I'll have the stuff to sell. And then when I go somewhere, like when I went to the zoo, I filmed the zoo to make money. I'll take pictures to make money. I'll do everything while I'm on holiday to make money. I don't stop